Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes a lead in today's edition for Friday, 1st November 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Jamaican jurists sworn into CCJ inspires regional progress. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. A new chapter unfolds at the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, as a prominent Jamaican jurist steps into the distinguished role. The solemn swearing-in ceremony at King's House in Jamaica was marked by reflections on duty, legacy, and regional unity. With her appointment, she joins a growing legacy of women on the CCJ bench, poised to inspire. CVM's Shante McNeil tells us more.
Having been appointed a judge of the Caribbean Court of Justice, do hereby swear that I will faithfully exercise the office of the Judge of the Caribbean Court of Justice without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and in accordance with the Code of Judicial Conduct. So help me God.
Newly appointed Judge of the Caribbean Court of Justice, CCJ, Chantal Onanehu, taking her oath at the official swearing-in ceremony held at the King's House on Tuesday. The Jamaican jurist now fills the vacancy left by Justice Jacob Witt, who passed away shortly after his retirement last year. Appointed by the Regional Judicial and Legal Services Commission after a rigorous selection process, Onanehu brings over 2 decades of experience in CARICOM and international trade law. CCJ President Justice Adrian Saunders praised her accomplishments and expressed an eagerness to work alongside her.
I am confident that Justice Onanehu will make a huge and positive contribution to the court and to the region's jurisprudence. I extend to her my warmest congratulations on this occasion, and I look forward to working with her.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness weighed in also.
You remind us of the profound impact that purposeful ambition, steadfast focus, and discipline can have on our communities, and we are confident that with your clarity, wisdom, and dedication, you will continue to inspire and uplift many across our region.
In her address, Justice Onanehu expressed readiness for the responsibilities ahead.
Our Caribbean Court of Justice plays a pivotal role in advancing the rule of law in our community and building Caribbean jurisprudence. During my tenure, I will work assiduously to contribute to shaping the jurisprudence and overall direction of this august institution, which is at a critical juncture as it approaches its 20th anniversary.
She now joins Justices Maureen Rognoff-Lee and Desiree Bernard as the third woman on the CCJ bench, hoping to inspire others.
I look forward to serving alongside other women on the bench of our regional court. I hope to inspire other women to serve in the judiciary in the region, as so many illustrious women judges have inspired me. Our Caribbean Court of Justice is an institution of which we can be proud, in which we should have confidence, and to which we must remain committed.
For CVM News, I'm Shante McNeil.
Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terrence Drew, has strongly denied allegations of financial misconduct involving his son, Terrence T.J. Drew Jr., and has called for a public retraction from former Government Minister Ian Patches-Liburd, condemning the claims as baseless, scandalous and defamatory. Andre Huey of SKN Newsline reports.
The Prime Minister's statement follows allegations made by Liburd on his Straight Talk broadcast, accusing Dr. Drew of misusing government funds for family travel and appointing his son to a lucrative government post. Dr. Drew has rejected these allegations, calling them, quote, a desperate attempt to defame my family and me, end quote. Clarifying his son's involvement with the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, the SKNRA, Dr. Drew noted that TJ holds no government-appointed role or financial entitlement. Instead, his son serves as an ambassador for the SKNRA, a voluntary position through a non-governmental organization affiliated with the Clarence Fitzroy Brand College. Dr. Drew noted that since 2017, TJ's work with the association has been rooted in a passion for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, STEAM, not politics or financial gain. The Prime Minister expressed disappointment in Libur's targeting of a minor, describing the statements as both reckless and malicious. He condemned Mr. Libur's remarks, asserting that they amounted to a deliberate attempt to belittle a teenager's hard work and dedication. Dr. Drew further highlighted that the statements violate Article 16 of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, which protects children from attacks on their honor and reputation. He condemned any political tactics targeting the children of public figures, stating no child should ever be subjected to such cruel and callous attacks. Prime Minister Drew reiterated his demand for a retraction and public apology from Mr. Liburd to his son. Should Mr. Liburd fail to act, Dr. Drew confirmed that he and TJ's mother are prepared to pursue legal action to hold him and others spreading this information accountable. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
Bahamas' Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Darville, speaks on the business of cannabis with excitement about the industry's economic potential. Corville Pyfrom of ZNS News has more.
The global medical cannabis industry is believed to gross over $1 billion annually, and Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville says the soon-to-be-enacted medical cannabis legislation passed earlier this year will mean Bahamians have a shot at getting in on the action. Talking to the Rotary Club of East Nassau's weekly lunch meeting recently, the minister said not only will the new law impact patients who use medical cannabis to treat their ailments and those who use it as a part of religious sacrament, but also aspiring entrepreneurs.
So the days will soon be gone where our 5,000 plus patients who are benefiting from medical cannabis can access it in the country and benefit from the therapeutic effects associated with cannabis.
There will also be big opportunities available in the byproducts from cannabis, from skin oils to beauty products, beverages to even cannabis dog treats. This will be a potentially lucrative market.
We want to create an industry. We just don't want to import products. We want to create an industry so Bahamians can participate in this industry both locally and to be able to export products to countries with similar legislative frameworks and benefit financially from the export.
Consultations, Dr. Darville says, will continue as the selection process to appoint an authority to oversee the industry winds down. No specific timeline has been given for when that process will be completed, but the minister says it is a stringent process.
The individuals whose names are being presented, they have to have a certain qualification, and the vetting process must be done.
On the business beat, I'm Corville Pyford.
In the meantime, the Bahamas' Commissioner of Police, Clayton Fernanda, comments on bail on the scene of a triple homicide.
Fatal shootings prompting Police Commissioner Clayton Fernanda to make an eerie prediction stemming from the staggering number of people on bail for murder.
We have 178 young men on bail who are being monitored for murder, and some other individuals who are not being monitored. So you could imagine the retaliation in there. And if we don't address that to get some of those individuals behind bars for their safety, some other people will die. And we don't want no innocent persons to get caught up in that. And we say again to members of the public, please be aware of your surroundings. Be careful who you hang out with, because you become a target if you continue to be or support these individuals who continue to be in the life of crime.
Police noticing that relentless pursuit for a life of crime has led to another disturbing trend whereby criminals are using short-term rental properties as hideouts.
I also want to send a warning out to property owners who are using their homes for Airbnb. And we believe, and you will see in recent times, we send a number of wanted posters out. Individuals we are looking to question on a number of recent matters. We know where they live. We have already checked on numerous occasions. So they are not staying at home. We know they are still here in this country. So they are either shacking up with somebody or they are out, our intel, that they are renting these places. So owners of these properties, be careful. They will not come. They may send somebody else to rent it. But you have to pay attention to that, because you will find individuals hiding out in these areas.
Top United Nations Development Program UNDP officials arrived on the island of Barbados on Tuesday ahead of the 16th Ministerial Forum on Development in Latin America and the Caribbean. UNDP's Administrator, Akim Steiner, Regional Director of Latin America and the Caribbean, Michel Mouchet, as well as other members of the UNDP contingent, are in Barbados to participate in the forum, which started on Tuesday and ends on Friday, November 1st. There was a meet and greet with Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Kerry Simmons in the Grace Adams Suite at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Mr. Steiner says he's pleased to be in Barbados, which has been sounding its voice on the global stage. The forum, which is a space to discuss opportunities and to build resilience against future shocks that continue to challenge development in the region. It is expected to have over 150 participants, including more than 20 government delegations.
We are very proud to be, as UNDP, a long-time partner and companion to the development of Barbados. For me, it's a particular pleasure to now return as head of UNDP. Many years ago, I had the pleasure of visiting Barbados as head of the United Nations Environment Program. And I have to admit, it was already a time I fell in love with the island, because so many interesting things were happening. Since then, you have become a voice on the global stage, and together I think we are seeing, in a world that is very ruptured and very divided at the moment, a very clear voice and clarion call coming from Barbados, from your Prime Minister, but also from the Caribbean as a whole and Latin America, on the world having to focus on not conflicts and confrontation, but finding ways to cooperate and to collaborate.
Welcoming the UNDP's delegation and others to the island, Minister Simmons says Barbados is proud to help host the forum held at the Wyndham Grand Barbados Sam Lords Castle.
And the very important conference for Latin America and the Caribbean, which they're here to attend, is going to be speaking in large measure to the question of resilience on the part of small states and our capacity to make sure that that resilience reflects also not just the theory of the financial challenges that we face in the country and the need to adjust to and adapt in the context of climate, but what it really means for the average human being, man and woman in the street, how this resonates in the classrooms for our children.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Quintillion Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.